A player got a red card. Then the President of the United States picked up the phone, and FIFA changed its own rules. It started simple. USA striker Folarin Balogun steps on an opponent's ankle during a match against Bosnia. Referee sees it, shows red. Automatic result? He's suspended for the next game, no debate, no appeals, that's just the rule. USA still wins that match. But Balogun's tournament looks over. Except, it wasn't over. Because somehow, this ordinary red card ends up on a phone call between Donald Trump and the president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino. Trump later admitted it himself, telling reporters he asked for a review because he simply didn't think it was a foul. His exact words? He didn't even know what a red card was. Would you have made that call if you were in his position? Comment below. Here's the wild part, FIFA said yes. For the first time in over 60 years of World Cup history, FIFA suspended an automatic suspension. Balogun was cleared to play in the very next match, against Belgium. So how do you even undo a red card suspension? Turns out, FIFA didn't erase it, they found a technicality. Buried in FIFA's disciplinary code is a rule that lets any judicial body pause a punishment for a probationary period instead of cancelling it outright. So, on paper, Balogun's ban wasn't removed. It was just paused for a full year, which meant he could play against Belgium immediately, but the suspension is technically still hanging over him. It's the same trick you'd see in a courtroom drama. The guilty verdict stands, but the sentence gets suspended. Except this time, it's happening in the middle of a World Cup knockout stage, to benefit the co-host nation, right after a call from their own president. So did the FIFA president just admit to bending the rules for the White House? Not according to him. Infantino came out publicly and insisted FIFA's judicial bodies are independent. He confirmed the call happened, but framed it like any other conversation he has with world leaders, saying he regularly talks with heads of state and football officials on all kinds of issues. According to him, all he did on that call was explain that there was already a legal process underway, and that FIFA's own independent judges, not him, would decide the outcome. In his words, that's simply how the system works. But here's the problem: that explanation didn't stop the backlash. If anything, it poured fuel on it, because critics immediately asked, if the call really changed nothing, why did a 6-0-year precedent suddenly get broken right after it happened? Belgium was furious. Their football federation filed an official appeal, demanding to know how this decision was made. They say FIFA never even gave them the referee's report or the reasoning behind it. FIFA's answer? They rejected the appeal within hours. Belgium called the decision a direct contradiction of the tournament's own rulebook. Do you think a phone call should ever be enough to overturn a referee's decision? Let me know what you think. And it wasn't just Belgium. Former FIFA president Sepp Blatter, the guy who ran FIFA for almost 20 years, came out swinging. He said red cards should be overturned by rules and evidence, not political phone calls, and asked flat out where FIFA is headed. So now Balogun is cleared, the world is watching, tempers are boiling, and the USA walks into the Belgium match with everything stacked in their favor, right? Belgium wins 4-1. Balogun and the USA are eliminated anyway, knocked out in the very match this entire scandal was created to help them win. Was this whole controversy pointless in the end, or did it damage FIFA's credibility for nothing? Drop your take below. And the internet did not let this go quietly. UEFA European Football's governing body released its own statement, saying the decision crossed a line and calling it unprecedented and impossible to justify. That's not some random fan account. That's an entire continental federation publicly dragging FIFA. Belgium's football federation twisted the knife even harder. After winning the match, their official channels posted a message daring anyone to try and overturn that result, a direct jab back at the whole saga. Meanwhile, broadcasters covering the tournament in other countries were openly joking on air, wondering out loud if a last-minute phone call could somehow change a World Cup scoreline. What was supposed to be a quiet disciplinary decision turned into a punchline about FIFA's credibility, played out in real time, in front of the entire world. And here's the kicker: with the US eliminated, all 3 World Cup host nations, USA, Mexico, and Canada, are now out of their own tournament. The rule got bent for a game that ended in a loss anyway. One phone call, one broken precedent, 0 difference in the result. Tell me, did FIFA just prove its rules are for sale,